Hey ladies, we have made it. We finished the 5 day challenge, and there's something that I really want to talk about with you because you can do everything right on paper. You can focus on your stress, even like a non paper thing, and still, it's going to be hard to solve this for some of us. And what I mean by everything on paper, like you can eat all the right foods at the right time of day, everything, and you can do all the right workouts. You can manage your stress as best as possible. But until you figure out this one piece, which is a secret weapon, the hurdles that you will have to jump over are going to be so high. The secret sauce, the secret weapon, it's a mindset approach that I'm going to share with you. What is it all about? The secret habit involves how you choose to respond after having an unintended break from the plan, or just in general when something happens. We have control over two things in life. It's our mindset and our reaction to every situation. Something today might not go your way, and how you react to that is your choice. You also have a choice to lose weight. You have a choice to get up and go for a walk or sit on the couch. You have a choice to stop at Starbucks and get a breakfast sandwich and a Frappuccino and then later at McDonald's, or a choice to eat the food that you pre-prepped. You have a choice to pre-prep food or not pre-prep food. It's up to you. You have control over two things. It's your mindset and your choices and your reaction to every situation. Sometimes things aren't going to go your way. And sometimes you're not going to want to choose to respond correctly, but how you do choose to respond after having an unintended break or something that stops you in your tracks is what really is going to carry you forward in anything in life. In the 6-week Fit Forever in 45 program, we go through full mindset training. So if that's something that you feel like you're missing, you might just want to email me Fit Forever right now and just see if that might be where you need to be. I give you mindset every single week because I will just kickstart it with this. If from day one as a child, we can start taking ownership of every situation, black and white ownership, yes or no, did I forget to do my homework? It's easy, ownership. Yes, I did forget to do it. Take ownership of it. Instead of being defensive and saying, I didn't do it because blah, blah, blah. My kids do that all the time. I didn't do XYZ, blah, blah. Well, they don't anymore do it all the time because we've come to a point where I have to teach my kids taking ownership from day one is incredibly important. So, did you or did you not do your homework? No, I didn't do it. Take ownership. Now you may tell me what happened. Everyone wants to be heard. The reason why we're defensive is because we as humans, it's our nature to want to be heard. We want other people to understand where we're coming from. And when we don't feel heard, we feel unseen. We feel like we're in a dark hole by ourselves and like no one cares about us. That's why a lot of arguments with our spouses happen, or even those closest to us, is because we don't feel heard. We start to become defensive because we're not heard, and then it escalates very quickly. Same thing with you and your own mindset and that internal turmoil. If you don't take ownership first and you start to be defensive, it's because you feel like you weren't being heard. Take ownership first. That is step number one. Yes or no? I decided to go for a walk today over Netflix. I didn't. I chose to sit on the couch and watch Netflix. No one else strapped me to the couch to do that. That's my choice. Yes or no that I chose McDonald's over eating healthy? Yep, that's what I did. I went to McDonald's. Take ownership. Choose how you react to it. You can either react to it by saying, I failed again. Why do I suck? I can never do anything right. I'm so frustrated with myself, and go into this self-pity. Or you can also play victim and start, and I'm sorry if that word is triggering. It's just a word that is in a mindset world. You can start making excuses, blaming others. Well, everything at work went wrong today. So-and-so did this to me. I got this bad email. Nothing went right, and I deserved McDonald's. You don't deserve anything. You deserve health and happiness, and you get to choose to make that decision to become healthy and happy. And your first choice is either McDonald's or pre-prepped food. Secondly, how do we react when we don't make the right choice? Stop beating yourself up. You aren't a failure. You aren't going to never get this right. You will get this right. But it comes down to this secret weapon, which is mindset. Start taking ownership of everything. There's very few things that you are not in full control over. Start taking ownership. And if you're not in control over it, a tornado blows the roof off of your house. And I'm so sorry, that's a drastic thing to talk about. It's the only thing I could think of. My kid is obsessed with tornadoes, so that's maybe why I thought of it. Tornado blows the roof off of your house. You can't control that. You can control how you react to that situation. All right, mindset. How you react to situations and the choices that you make. Once you solve that, once you start becoming an owner of every single thing that you do and you start reacting positively to every situation and say, well, how can I do it better next time and just move forward? That is when things get solved. If you want more of that, if you want the tough love, if you want that in your ear every week and even every day on VIP one-on-one, if you're someone that needs more of that, if you need more of that and you realize, yep, I am someone, and it's human nature, 99% of us are not great at taking ownership until we start to train our body, our mind to do that. Okay, getting a little bit off of the email, but I want to come back to it so that you can follow along. Usually after a slip up, we do feel like a failure, guilty and embarrassed. All of our hard work has been ruined, right? No, it hasn't. Again, back to how you react to that. Part of sustainable weight management is acknowledging that we're playing the long game, a game of averages. Increasing the number of positives in our week makes a huge difference in two obvious ways. It increases the amount of good and it replaces some of the not so good. If you work with me one-on-one, and for some reason you're watching this, I don't know why, but if you do go work with me one-on-one, or right now, just not even one-on-one, in the 6 week, or take this, if I've given you everything you need and you have it, I want you to take a sticky note. And I want you to write this on it. And I want you to put it all over your house. How many places? Is this backwards? How do I make this not backwards? This says 1%, despite what I think it's saying is circle line, circle one, backwards. It says 1% every single day, 1% better. Stack little wins on top of little wins on top of little wins. And every day, can you just get 1% better? Because in 30 days, you're going to be 30% better at it. Do it again for another 30 days. You're 60% better, yet now you're doing it for the second 30-day period, and now you're even better at doing it. So now we're 60% better, but we're more efficient and effective. So placing the emphasis on the positive brings the incredible results with the stress from obsessing over the negatives. Keeping a journal of all the positive things that we're doing every day is really important. If you have a slip up, whether big or small, it's not the end of the world. You might be watching this after my private app has given us the ability to track habits in the app. Eventually, it will be doing that, and you can track your own habits in there and be able to see, like, habitually, do I have positive things that I can track every day? So I hope that by the time you're watching this, that has been solved on the tech support end. You don't deserve to be punished or starve the following day to make up for it. That is if you've learned anything this week, under eating and under fueling your body is your body's worst enemy. Shuts down on you. It says, no, I can't do any more for you. I'm so exhausted. Do not starve your body the next day to make up for a day of overeating. You just get right back on track the next day to what was working prior to that day. That is what your body wants. Return to the plan as usual. So why is this different state of mind such a game changer? Because you are not perfect. None of us are. We all have slip-ups, and there's no point in feeling like a loser every time that you have a slip-up. Negative thoughts cause stress, overwhelm, and frustration. Our self-talk deteriorates. You always do this. Why can't you ever stick to anything? There goes another failed attempt. I will never reach my goals. Why am I so weak? Does any of that sound familiar? These thoughts are destructive and unproductive. Imagine the next time you had a big night out or a holiday or a binge eating session, your self-talk afterwards sounded like this. Okay, that happened. It's time to get back on track and moving towards my goals again. Or what simple habits can I check off today to make this week a success? Do you see the difference? The mindset shift is one of the most powerful changes that you will ever make. You'll bounce back faster and more productive every time. If you had a slip up, your goal today and tomorrow is to return to the plan and focus on combined habits that you've learned. Eating protein with every meal and avoid processed foods. Sneak in a workout. Get the right amount of sleep in. Find ways to de-stress. Focus on your NEAT movement, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Standing, walking, instead of taking elevators. Do this and you'll be incredibly impressed with your outlook and your shift in your mindset. I'm so proud of you. This week was awesome. I loved having you in the challenge, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. And if you feel like it all at this point is the point where you're like, oh, that is missing. I have all the tools. I was about to try and do this on my own because I learned a lot and I feel like everything's going well. But the missing piece is that I don't typically take ownership. And you need more of that. And you think maybe in 6 weeks, if you could just have more of that, that might be the point where you finally figure it out. I'm here for you. You've got Fit Forever in 45, 6-week transformation challenge. You've already done the hard part. You've learned everything. Now it's implementing it, having someone to hold you accountable, having a group of awesome ladies to help you along the way too. There's a weekly survey that you have to fill out to stay accountable to your goals. And I give a report every week to everyone on what they filled out on their survey based on your questions. If you ask them, and just in general, just being able to have a place to still track your workouts, track your food, ask questions to a coach, have someone in your back pocket 24/7 whenever you need something, and just really honestly take control of this once and for all, instead of hopping around from free thing to free thing to free thing. Because honestly, when free is involved, we typically don't follow through because there's nothing to lose. So you did this for a week. Next week, something will happen and there's nothing to lose. You might not keep going because you don't have anything invested in it. There's nothing for you to lose. And the 6-week challenge is so affordable for everyone. I did that on purpose because I want everyone to have a place to be able to reach their goals one-on-one. If you truly want to work with me there, I'm available most of the time. Sometimes my roster is full, but I would love to chat with you if that's where you want to be. And just email me back VIP and we can go from there and see what that might look like. Otherwise, I hope to see you somewhere around the Instagram world and otherwise working with us somehow. And I would just love to know, email me back if there's anything that you feel like was missing in the 5 days. Let me know. I'm always wanting to make this better for people. If you feel like there was anything that really stood out to you, you want to give a testimonial, because a testimonial is honestly, if you were worried in the beginning, like, is there a secret sauce that I don't know about? Metabolic flexibility, what is that? If you feel like you learned a lot in the last 5 days and you're thinking, wow, like I had no idea, email me back. Short testimonial goes a long way for other women in your own shoes that you were in 7 days ago. Not sure, worried, scared. How long is this going to take me every day is such a question that everyone has. So if you have a testimonial on how long it took you, which I hope was not very long every day, you watch me on Fast Forward, it took you 6 minutes every day. So anyway, I just hope that you all learned so much, and I cannot wait to see you on the other side, and let's get fit forever, girls. Okay, bye.